Since the beginning of time, cats and birds have been mortal enemies. Years of evolution have locked these two in a battle of predator and prey. From Sylvester and Tweety Bird to Scar and Zazu, cats and birds do not like each other. But is there a world where these two predators and preys can live in perfect harmony? In this video, we are going to answer those questions for you. My name is Pierce LaValle. This is Pierce's Planet. Enjoy. Yo, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I kind of just wanted to talk about birds and cats and kind of how I got my bird and my cat to basically coexist. I wouldn't call them friends, as my girlfriend likes to put it. They're more like frenemies.
For sure.
Yeah, so I kind of just wanted to go through like the process that I took to kind of get them to this point. Because I know for me, it was the first time that I ever had a bird and a cat at the same time, to where I needed to kind of make sure they kind of coexisted. I've done it with dogs and cats before, but you know, never a bird and a cat. So this was a first for me, and I think, not to like toot my own horn, but toot, I think I did a pretty good job at it. So I just wanted to go through that process. So to keep the cat inside of her little thing for the video's sake, I need to put treats in here. Well, okay. She's gonna do what she wants. But anyways, so basically the first thing that I did, and the first thing that I think is important when it comes to introducing cats and birds like this, is to just take your time. Realize that this isn't something that's gonna happen overnight. This is something that takes weeks, months, could even be a year or two before they actually get comfortable enough with each other to be around each other. With that being said, don't rush into this process. You know, if you get a bird and bring a bird home, your bird is still starting to trust you as well. So you need to gain the bird's trust or the animal's trust before you try to get it to trust, you know, your cat, which is a natural predator to it. So you should be spending some time building some trust with your bird first before you even try this process, because how is your bird gonna trust the cat if it can't trust you either? So what I did was, when I first brought my bird home, and after we kind of established a little bit of a bond, I started off by, you know, bringing the bird out, holding it, and having my girlfriend kind of watch the cat and play with the cat. Getting them into the same room as each other, making sure that they're okay with being in each other's presence, but at a distance. I didn't let the cat get too close to the bird, and vice versa. I didn't want the bird to get too close to the cat. Now, it did help because my cat was a kitten at the time, but I think that this can apply to older cats as well, but it just might take you a little bit more time. So that's the number one thing, is take your time and start off at a distance. And then slowly, after they get more and more comfortable with each other, work them in and get them closer, and you can bring them closer and closer and closer together until eventually they're almost, you know, basically touching, and you notice that they've started to get really, really calm around each other. If one of them starts to freak out, you know, if the bird starts freaking out, take the bird, put it back in its cage, and then try again the next day. It's going to be a long process, but in the end, your hard work will pay off, and eventually they should acclimate to each other and be able to be around each other. The next thing I would say is, the one that's bigger is gonna be the one that, in my opinion, you're gonna wanna try to discipline the most, because that's the one that's gonna be able to hurt the other one the most. Now, in majority of cases, it's gonna be the cat. It's almost always the cat. The cat is the predator in all cases, and so the cat's the one that you're kinda gonna have to watch the most and discipline the most. With the exception of maybe like a macaw or something like that. that's pretty much the only bird that you're gonna be able to own that's gonna be bigger than the cat you have, unless, I mean, you have like a hawk or an eagle or something, which I envy you. So in that situation, you just wanna make sure you're watching your cat's every move. Make sure if your cat starts to stalk your bird and you see it crouching down and you see its eyes start to dilate and stuff, that you knock it off right there. Maybe give it a little swat, maybe you just yell no. My cat, Dash, seems to just get scared if I just yell no at her and she'll run away. And you just want to watch that. I know people try to do the water squirting thing. I've tried doing that too. I don't really find that too effective, but whatever works for you. I like to make my bird think that she's the more dominant one of the two. And that could be a pro and a con, because if your bird is confident with itself and thinks it's the dominant one, it will try to go over to your cat and basically, you know, play with it and won't run away and won't be scared. But if it, you know, and if the cat is submissive like that, then it works out. But the con is that if the cat isn't submissive and your bird is too bold and tries to go after the cat, that's where you can get some problems. So just be careful with that. In my situation, it's like my bird loves the cat and thinks they're best friends, and the cat just tolerates the bird. I have a bunch of pictures that I'll be posting throughout this video to show you guys like what their relationship is like. The cat does really well with that. But yeah, and just know that your cat is never really gonna be your bird's friend, right? I mean, it's a predator, it's prey naturally, and you're basically intervening with that process and making the cat just trying to make the cat like mask those instincts, you know what I mean? So you just gotta be careful with that. So another thing that I would say is don't get too comfortable. So after you see them, they've acclimated together, they've been living together for a while, you can kind of leave your bird out and your cat can be around and you don't have to worry too much. You still don't want to be too comfortable. And what I mean by that is when I take my bird out, I'm always in the room. And if I'm not in the room, I pretty much am always in the room. I mean, the kitchen I wouldn't consider another room. That's about as far as I go. But I don't leave the room for long periods of time. And I definitely don't go and run errands or whatever while the bird is out and the cat is out. As good as they may be together, and as much as I may trust the cat not to do anything, accidents always happen. And your cat has very sharp teeth and very sharp claws. And even if your cat is playing around with your bird, it can cause some major problems if it plays too rough. And even Dash, sometimes I will catch her playing a little too rough sometimes, and I'll have to curb that behavior, as you can see with her. You know, I mean, even when she's playing, when she misses the little mouse and gets my hand, it hurts. She scratches pretty hard. And so one scratch or one bite to your bird can be the difference. It can be deadly. So you have to be careful. Don't get too comfortable. As much as you may trust your cat, as much as you may think the cat isn't going to ever do anything, even if they've been together for 10 years, I still wouldn't trust it. And it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to put your bird's life at risk like that. So you got to remember that this is a natural predator, and in nature, this is predator and prey, and that's an unnatural thing to have them cohabitate. It's possible, but you're going against both of their instincts. You know, the bird's instinct is to fly away, and any flutter of wings or any fast movement is going to catch a cat's attention and instantly get that instinct into gear and make the cat go into like killer hunter mode. So just be careful of that, because I would hate to hear about any stories of people whose cats and birds, you know, got into it or whatever, and you know, whatever happened. So just wanted to put that out there. All right, so my girl said I'm being too cynical. So now let me get to the good parts, okay? These relationships can work. If you put in the work and you acclimate them the right way, they can really truly have a really good relationship and a fun relationship. These two, they do tend to play a lot, and usually the cat is actually, I gotta admit, I gotta give the cat credit. she's really good with not playing too rough. And she does this little thing where if the bird's on the ground, the cat will like try to stalk her for a second, and then she'll run and look like she's about to pounce on the bird, but jump right over her and scare the bird. And then the bird will go running after her and squawking and all that stuff. So they have this, they do really have this dynamic of fun and playtime. I got so many pictures of them sleeping together. The cat will get all sleepy and tired, sleep in her little castle right here, and the bird comes and either starts biting her ears or licking her head or laying right down next to her. So it is really cute, and I do trust these people. Like I said, I wouldn't trust them going if I left the house. It is possible, and it's honestly a rewarding thing to have happen. It really is. It's cool to watch. It was cool to watch the growth of the relationship from kind of like, what are you? What do I do with you? Kind of thing to now kind of being frenemies, basically. It is a really cool thing to see. So as you guys can see, you know, it's a lot of work and it will take some time, but eventually, as they both leave me, but eventually you guys can get your cat and your bird to have a good relationship and a healthy relationship and a fun relationship. And it makes it more fun for you as the owner to be able to watch your animals interact like that. So that's it for today's video, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Did you guys agree with some of the things I said? Do you guys disagree? Do you guys have any stories of cats and birds that you've owned in the past that have coexisted or not coexisted? Let me know in the comments. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been supporting the channel. I'm getting a whole bunch of new subscribers, and I'm really seeing the channel grow. And I just want to say thank you. I really, really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's expand this and let's get a bigger following going on. Also, don't forget to share this video. Sharing the video is the most important thing. Please share this video. Bring some people over here and let's start a conversation about these topics. I love getting other people's input on these topics. Until next time, everybody, my name is Pierce LaValle. This is Pierce's Planet, and remember, it's all about the reps, baby. Peace.
Whoa.
From Tom and from Sylvester and Tweety Bird.
God, get over there.
Is there a world where predator and prey can live in harmony? In this video, we are going to answer that question for you.
So the next. Damn, what was I gonna say? Ready?
I've been ready, yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? God! Let me get your fish. You know, the cat is really good around the bird. What are you doing? Get your toys, not my hand. No bite! Yeah, now you're stuck.